Ladies and gentlemen, can I introduce myself? For those of you who don't know me, my name's Hal Bernstein. I've just come back from an event where Paul here asked Albert Bohr and myself who was England's second city, and I said it was London. Yeah, I don't think London quite saw it as funny as that, but that's another issue. After the real excitement this morning by Chris and Rowena in explaining how we were actually driving our big science agenda, this afternoon's presentation is another chapter, I think, in the continued transformation of the city. Over the last couple of days, we really have tried to create not just a sense of drive around what we're trying to do in Manchester and our wider city region, but also to become real thought leaders in the way in which cities themselves should actually be encouraged to achieve their full potential. And I think there's been a number of continuing themes that have cropped up, starting with the Jim and Bruce Katz analysis yesterday, which have been followed through over the last couple of days. It's about internationalization, connectivity, how we drive sectoral growth, how we create an internationally competitive proposition. And for me, one of the huge exciting parts of this MIPIM week is to be able to say, not just Airport City is an idea, Airport City now is going to become one of the most important elements of our competitiveness agenda, because it's now taking shape. And here to lead that process, I'm delighted to welcome Mr. Wang Weibo, who, along with his chairman and other colleagues, have been very, very visible and very constructive partners in our MIPIM Manchester partnership this week. So all of you, please give a huge round of welcome to Mr. Weibo, who's going to introduce the Airport City proposition. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you. Thank you, Howard, for such a very warm introduction. I feel very honored to speak on behalf of all my colleagues at BCG. When I say how welcome we have been made to feel out here at MIPIM as part of Manchester. As our chairman, Mr. Dai, mentioned in the morning, during the past week, we feel we are all members of Manchester instead of from China. I'd like to apologize for our chairman, Mr. Dai, not being able to attend this meeting, as he has had to go to Nice for other appointments. Actually, he has been in Europe for a week, and he has already spent four days in UK, another 3 days in France, and especially for Manchester. And he only found a chance to meet our other partners in Nice for this afternoon. Actually, we are leaving for China tomorrow morning. BCG is delighted to be here to represent Airport City Manchester, which we feel it is extremely exciting project, and we are thrilled for it to be our first step into UK market. And we believe this will be the first project for our future business in Europe. And Airport City Manchester has our full support, and we are looking forward to work closely with all of our new partners, including Manchester Airport Group, Intellient, and Great Manchester Pension Fund. We are very lucky when we first jump into the Europe market. We have such recognized and reputable partners in UK who provide all kinds of help and support, make us feel very comfortable as from beginning up to date. We're also looking forward to taking Airport City Manchester back to our home country to visit 3 key cities in China, which is Beijing, Shanghai, and Shenzhen. Our road show is scheduled in June this year. And we will provide all kinds of support and dedication and excitement. I will now hand over to Mr. David Partridge from Argent, who will explain more about Airport City to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, and thank you, Sir Howard and Mr. Wang. It is a great honour to share this stage here on the Manchester stand with BCEG. And their presence and support over the last few days at MIPIM is a true testament to the strength of the Manchester partnership and the international proposition of Manchester and the city region. I would like to just show you a quick film about Airport City and then take you through the proposition that we're going to be taking out to China later on this year as part of our first international marketing.
How do you connect an intelligent business? You start at the source. Harness the power. Set the agenda. Then plug into the world. Welcome to Manchester. Home of free trade, atomic theory, graphene, and now Airport City. A place that's built for business, designed for life, where space to play is room to think, and talent is a natural resource, where innovation is second nature, and the whole world's next door. How do you connect an intelligent business? You connect to an intelligent city.
So, how do you connect an intelligent business? Well, I'm going to explain how Airport City Manchester is truly becoming the world's intelligent business destination, and how by blending innovation, quality, connectivity, and technology, we're looking to elevate smart business onto an international platform. The Airport City proposition has been developed over a period of 2 years and more since the official announcement made by the Chancellor of the Exchequer in January 2012. The project, as Howard has said, has moved from strength to strength, getting outline planning permission at the start of 2013 and the announcement of the JV partnership as set out by Mr. Wang a few minutes ago in Beijing late last year, again by George Osborne, was a real watershed for us. And most recently, we've announced our first deal to DHL, who will be in occupation by the end of this year. The development is also making huge progress on site now. It is becoming a reality with infrastructure contracts well on the way. So while James and his team have been concentrating on getting this development activity underway, Angela Fielding and John McHugh have been working really hard to evolve our brand and to develop the unique Airport City Manchester proposition, joined just recently by Rory. Airport City Manchester is not just a property solution, nor is it just about transport, aviation, or infrastructure. Airport City isn't just about being located in an enterprise zone either, although of course all of these things add immensely to the overall package. What Airport City Manchester is fundamentally about is connectivity. And by that we mean connectivity in every sense. We all know nowadays that collaboration, connection, and interaction are absolutely crucial to success. Nothing can exist in isolation. People, businesses, and organizations can only thrive if they can connect and interact closely together. And in today's global and digitalized world, this is more important than ever. So what Airport City Manchester will be doing is offering international businesses the opportunity to connect with the UK, and it will also be offering businesses from the Greater Manchester region the opportunity to connect to the rest of the world. Airport City will become the place where international business can interact and get access to the tens of thousands of students graduating from our great universities and all of the businesses, the burgeoning businesses in the area, whether they are new ones based on advanced materials or advanced manufacturing, or more established ones in the fields of nuclear, energy, science, biotech, or aviation. BCEG itself is a great example and a case study of how easy it is to relocate and invest within Greater Manchester. In joining the joint venture, BCEG have established a 25-person office at the airport with their colleagues living in the wider Greater Manchester community, utilising support from partners such as the airport and the City Council. And they'll be using this as a bridgehead and a springboard to more business in the region and indeed in the rest of England. In fact, through working with BCEG and understanding their experience of moving a business into Manchester in the UK, we are in the process of planning the next phase of our international marketing strategy, making China our first target audience for the Airport City proposition. For 1 week in early June, an Airport City delegation will be targeting key businesses in China to present to them the opportunity to follow in the footsteps of BCEG and invest in Airport City and in the Northwest, and to use Airport City as a platform for them to have the opportunity to connect into the rest of UK and Europe. As Mr. Wang suggested, we're going to be going to 3 first-tier cities, Beijing, Shanghai, and Shenzhen, working closely with key partners such as the Manchester China Forum, the City Council, Midas, Marketing Manchester, and UKTI, and using, of course, BCEG's local knowledge and our agents CBRE and JLL to give us both global reach and that knowledge in the cities themselves. In addition to the simple property solutions at Airport City, we will be offering these businesses all the support that they need to make their inward investment as simple and as friction-free as possible, helping with advice on visas and with things that may seem really simple to us, like getting a driving license, through to highlighting places for them to live and for their kids to go to school. And of course, China will be just the first of many international markets which will be accessible and connected through Airport City Manchester. Over the next few weeks, our team will be working up the support service for this roadshow, and before we go, we'll be looking to engage with regional businesses who have international plans and aspirations, and obviously the ones who are particularly interested in China as well. So, how do you connect an intelligent business? Well, first of all, you connect it to an intelligent city, and also, as Mr. Wang has said, a welcoming city, and that city is Manchester, Airport City Manchester. So please join me in extending a unique Manchester welcome to our friends from BCEG, and hopefully to the many more international businesses which will follow them. Thank you very much.